Hi everyone, I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel for another Pick a Card tarot reading. Today we are looking at what problems or issues are getting resolved in your life. So I had actually picked cards for this before even asking the question, and then let another deck kind of decide the theme for this video. So we have three groups. I'll show a close-up of each one in a moment. I'm not using crystals today. I'm using some different little pieces of rocks and shells that I found at one of my favorite beaches near where I live. I have this really cool river rock. It's very smooth on one side and kind of jagged on the other, and these two really beautiful shells. So once you pick a group intuitively, you can click the timestamp to jump ahead to your reading, and then we'll get right into it. All right, so here's a close-up of each of the groups. We have group 1 with this green rock, group 2 with this really very shiny piece of shell, and then group 3 with this really large piece of shell. So once you pick which group you are feeling called to, you can click the timestamp in the description box to get into your reading. Okay, if you picked group 1, here is your reading for what either problems or issues are getting resolved, and then we'll get some advice through the oracle cards. So we'll start with your tarot cards first. We have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, lots of pentacle energy going on. Group 1, there's a lot of money issues getting resolved. Pentacles talk about usually money or material things. So we'll start off with the Knight of Cups though. So the Knight of Cups is usually talking about a more romantic, and he's a very charming and romantic knight. So this could be pieces of your love life are getting resolved, or a relationship with someone who's very charming, something along those matters. And that maybe even the charm you have with others is getting improved and resolved. And then, so we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands talks about usually conflict with other people or feeling at odds with others. So this could be something that is getting resolved and worked out, of no longer feeling like you're so much at odds with people and really not on the same wavelength, and really resolving those differences and feeling distant from them. Then the Knight of Pentacles, we get into all of our Pentacles cards over here. Talks about really gaining knowledge and growing and expanding his wealth. So, and then with the Seven of Pentacles being about planting seeds, the Eight of Pentacles about hard work. So there's a lot of work-related maybe issues or problems getting resolved. Maybe some blocks that you had with money, or feeling like the things that you were watering weren't going anywhere. With the 7 followed by the 8, things are finally moving towards this. The work is paying off, and where you felt like you didn't have enough information and were feeling kind of stuck, and the effort that you were putting in is now paying off and working out. So a lot getting resolved with you, group 1. We'll get into your oracles. So this deck was the one that just called to me for this. So it says, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So that just talks about everything is working in divine timing, and don't worry about the timing that everything is happening at. You know, some of this stuff may have taken a long time on the Seven of Pentacles to work itself out. You may have been planting these seeds for a long time and just kind of like, okay, when is it going to happen? When is it going to work out? But trust that it all has a purpose. It all has its own time that it is working out in. And then you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So with this card, that can definitely be kind of leaning towards the Five of Wands energy, where kind of feeling isolated, feeling like you weren't understood, feeling like people weren't really paying attention to you, they weren't agreeing with you, feeling like your community was maybe not in your corner. So with this, you're not alone. It's saying that, that connection is available to you. And once you really make those connections with those people and reach out of the isolation and really find your community, then those discords, that distance will work itself out. Then we have lion spirit, be generous of spirit. So that can talk about giving either of your time or your energy to people, giving advice and lending help to your community. Sometimes bridging those gaps with people can be done through being of service. Then we have spider spirit, make your dreams real. Yeah, so definitely with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, with really working on a lot and things feeling like they were blocked in the past, now really make those dreams a reality. Wombat spirit, be at home. Yeah, so that kind of goes along with the you're not alone theme of feeling a little bit isolated, feeling like you're kind of stuck in that home space and not surrounded by others. But it's saying that this is this can also be a blessing in disguise, to be reflective and also at home within yourself and really improve the connection you have with yourself. And then koi fish spirit, there's always enough. So that is definitely leaning into all of our pentacles energy, with increasing that abundance and seeing the abundance in the world and knowing that there's always enough for you, there's always space for you. Then we have miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way, your prayers have been answered, surrender the how. So, this may be something that you've been really wishing for and wanting for a long time and kind of hoping for a miracle for things to work out. And it's saying that these things that you've been waiting on really getting resolved are coming in divine timing, and don't try to control how it's going to happen, just let it unfold. And then polarity. It says, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So sometimes we have to go through these difficult circumstances to really appreciate the good ones. And we would not know light without dark. So it's just saying that some of these things that you have gone through have just been a better lesson to help you understand what good really truly is and what it can be for you. And then we have be bold and make the first move. So definitely with both knights are very forward moving cards, really going after what they want. So then with the cardinal moon, with be bold and make the first move, it's definitely asking you to really make your dreams real, really step into that and believe that you can make it happen and really take steps to move forward, to work on resolving some of these, but also trust that those plans will come to you and that it will just unfold naturally, not to try to rush it, but just move forward and take steps to move forward. So group 1, I hope that resonated and hope you're well. Hope to catch you in one of my upcoming readings. Thanks for watching. Group 2. So if you picked group 2, this really shimmery piece of a shell, this is your group. We'll get started with the tarot cards first and get into the oracle cards and your advice in a second. So to start off with, we have the Nine of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Death reversed, Eight of Cups, and the Devil reversed. All right, so we have a lot getting resolved, group 2. Let's move those up so we have a little more space. So first off with the Nine of Wands, this can be, this can talk about persistence and last stretch and things that you have been waiting for and working on and really needing to be patient on, being almost there. So these things that maybe you've been really, really waiting for, and things that you've felt, because she's kind of like, oh my gosh, when is it gonna work out? Like, that's just the energy I get from this card, of just like, okay, I've been really patient for a long time, can they just work out? And so with this card being here, it's saying that the thing you've been really waiting for and really patient for is finally working, especially next to the King of Pentacles. This is a very confident and self-assured and affluent character, and he really makes happen what he wants to happen, you know. So it's saying that the thing you've been waiting for, you have the power to really resolve it and really make it happen. It could also be some confidence that you may not have had, not thinking of yourself as the King of Pentacles of your reality, and really working out that confidence with your money, with abundance, with yourself, with relationships to people, of like really that confidence just really growing. And then with Death reversed, that can talk about sometimes being resistant to change, being resistant to a new beginning. So with that being what we're asking Spirit what's getting resolved, is it can be that you are working on reversing this card, that you are resolving that resistance to the change, especially with the Eight of Cups. That can talk about introspection, but it sometimes can talk about avoiding. And so with the Death reversed, it's really finally like resolving that new change is coming, and that new rebirth is going to be, you know, a new change for you, a new a cycle of life, and a new new version of you coming through. And so with the Eight of Cups, like I was saying, it talks about reflection, but I can also sometimes talk about avoiding really looking at the changes and really looking at the fears with the Devil card reverse. So things that are getting resolved, of really understanding what that self-reflection period was for, and really understanding that we can't avoid the changes and the fears, and really accepting those changes and those new cycles to start and to happen, and really flipping those fears on their heads, like this Devil reversed, of really resolving those limiting beliefs holding you back, and really pushing forward, and not letting them hold you back and limit what you can create in your reality. So not letting you limit, not trying to let you, wow, that didn't make any sense, sorry. Not allowing those fears to prevent you from being the King of Pentacles in your own life. So some messages from the oracles. We have Messenger, serious energy, bring harmony and balance. And then we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So I'm definitely seeing that healing with the Death reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil card. You're really healing those fears, healing the fears of change, healing the limiting beliefs, and really using this introspection time that could have been in the past to really propel you forward and really help you heal. And then with bringing harmony and balance in the Messenger card, let me get a little more from the book from that one. So that one, it talks about rebalancing of the masculine and feminine energy. Yeah, okay, so I can see this with the Devil reverse and the King of Pentacles. So sometimes it can talk about you being maybe too much in the masculine, but also too much in the feminine, and not doing the work, and not really taking action towards what you really need to heal. So it talks about really honoring the kind of balance of the powers within yourself to be in the feminine and the receiving, but also be in the masculine and the doing, and really going after what it is you want, and really combating those fears. Then we have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. So it definitely looks like this healing is picking up and getting faster, and in turn that King of Pentacles is helping you to really take charge and move forward quite fast. Then it says watch your words with the Parrot Spirit, the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, the Nightingale Spirit, love is all around, and then we have the Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. So a lot of animal oracles in this group. So it's definitely asking you to really see that you are more free of these fears than you realize. Definitely with the freedom is yours and the Devil reversed, it talks a lot about being free, because the Devil upright could talk about being stuck in chains. Sometimes there's no chains in this card, but typically the Devil card will have chains or a sense of kind of feeling bound in the imagery. So seeing that you are truly free, and that freedom is yours in the Horse Spirit. Oh, that moved. With the Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. That's just saying to really love where you're at and love this phase of change that you're in. Love the healing that you're going through, and that trusting in the magic with it. I'm trusting that it's really for you and will really take you to new places and new phases of yourself that are even better. And then with Parrot Spirit, watch your words. It's just asking you to, I feel like this is watch your words on how you talk to yourself as well. Like watch the fears that you encourage within yourself. Watch out for the stories that you repeat to yourself, and really pay attention to if those are true or not. Are those fears or those limiting beliefs? Is that just your ego trying to get in the way, or is it your really true highest self? So bringing harmony and balance might also be to bring harmony and balance within yourself. Are those true fears, or do we need to balance them out and really realize that they are just fake fears and not going to happen? So then we have past lives. Release your past life karma. You're an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. This card can also talk about healing your past. So it talks about more healing as well, and really looking at those fears and mistakes that you may have made in the past that you could be really hard on yourself for, and really judging yourself for. With the Knight of Wands, could be that you are the one who's kind of almost looks like a cage to me, almost like caging yourself in, and that you have the ability to release that and step away from the cage, be free from that, and heal that past karma. And then it has innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. So that is just asking you to look at a brighter outlook of things, or a sunnier outlook. And also kind of trust in the magic, really reinforcing that. Just allow yourself to have more fun. And these are quite serious cards, so just, remember to enjoy life and really love it, because it can be fun when you allow it to be fun. So just kind of like, it's okay. These don't have to hold you back anymore. Those fears don't have to keep you so caged in and so prevented from change. Like you have the ability to change that, and to just be lighter and have more fun. And then we have a time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. So that can talk about being more in the feminine energy as well, or balancing that masculine and feminine energy, that giving, receiving. I see the give rather than take as like having a balance of the giving and receiving, and sometimes it means that like you need to give a little more of yourself, but also allow others to give more to you. So it talks more about that harmony and balance with the feminine and masculine energies. So that is all I have for you, group 2, and hope to see you in one of my next upcoming readings. Thank you for watching. All right, and if you chose group 3, here is your message about what problems or issues are getting resolved and some guidance about them. So we will start with your tarot cards and then get into your oracles and guidance through that. So first we have Justice, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Strength reversed, and the 8 of Wands. So with Justice, that can sometimes talk about legal matters. So this can be that a legal matter is getting resolved, something is working out in your favor, or it can also talk about balance and being fair and just, and something being rebalanced with the scales, something being brought back into balance in your favor, something that you may have felt that was either not fair to you or not in balance, it getting resolved, and helping you to feel that justice was won in the end, and that you kind of won your balance back. And then the 9 of Cups, so that can talk about wishes being fulfilled. So things being resolved, maybe wishes that you felt were not working out or not going to happen, things that you had maybe a wish you had given up on, and you were feeling like, oh, this is just not going to happen. There's no way, I have no idea how it's going to happen, so I'm just going to give up on it. And so this is saying that, Spirit saying that you, some wishes are getting resolved, some wishes are working out and being fulfilled, and it may be unexpected or it may be more fair. And then in the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very nurturing, very earthy queen. She could talk about really nurturing the relationship with yourself and other people, as well as nurturing the relationship with your money. So some things that could be being resolved with the Queen of Pentacles is how you treat yourself, being more nurturing, or being more nurturing in your life, and then also being more nurturing with your money, treating it a little bit better and really giving it the care and attention that it needs, and not in a overly mothering way, you know, not in a masculine energy type of way, but in a feminine energy, with just taking care of your money, loving your money, and loving the relationships that you have in your life. Then with Strength reversed, so this is interesting that it's reversed. Upright, I would say that you are getting stronger and that strength is getting resolved, but Strength in reverse can talk about feeling not so strong and not so tough. And so I feel like with Strength, the thing that's getting resolved is that you are allowing yourself to be a little more vulnerable, that you are letting that mask of strength come off, and that you are allowing yourself to be a little more open with how you're feeling, and resolving that need to feel strong all the time and need to be strong all the time, and just really acknowledging that it's okay to feel all of the emotions and be more in that feminine energy. And not have to be so big and tough and like a tiger all the time. And then the 8 of Wands talks about progress and rapid action. So what's getting resolved is maybe things that weren't moving as quickly, or maybe something that wasn't imbalanced, not moving fast at all. And now things are moving much faster, projects are working out, and something that you have been working on that may have felt stagnant is now moving along. So let's get some oracle cards for you. We have Cracked Open, Rock Bottom, Surrender to the Alchemy of Life. So I was kind of feeling that in the Strength card, of feeling like the strength and the mask that you have is being kind of cracked open, kind of worn away. And it's good to be cracked open though, because then so much more can come to light, so much more can be exposed, and you can feel so much deeper, and more comes to you. I think in Rock Bottom you get more ideas and you figure out how to get out of it again. And I feel like sometimes we hit certain rock bottoms in different points of life, and some may be lower than others, and I'm not talking like the actual like rock bottom, right? Like the worst of the worst, but this is like just a different one, you know, another turning point of kind of that dip, and then we go up again. And then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So this definitely talks about honoring that inner child within you and really working on healing it, being like a Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, very compassionate with other people and with yourself, and that you have more gifts underneath that you need to crack open as well. Then we have dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. That can kind of go along with the justice card, being fair. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Yeah, so definitely some patience is coming in there with the 8 of Wands, of things working out, just waiting a little bit, like you felt like you've had to watch and wait for a long time, but know that things really are working out in your favor, and that patience that you maybe needed in the past is working out. Take time out. This is taking time out usually for yourself. That's what it usually means. Take time out for yourself to really nurture yourself and give to yourself, and fill up all of your cups. And then buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So yeah, definitely seeing that with the 9 of Cups, that blessings and abundance are definitely on their way, but sometimes a little bit of patience and time are needed. Then we have the strength card again, but this time upright. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Wow, so that's really interesting. Then we got the strength card reversed in the tarot, and then the strength card upright in the oracle. So this definitely talks about knowing that you're strong, and knowing that you can get through whatever you are going through, whatever challenges, issues, problems that are working through, even if it deals with feeling like you're not strong enough to get through them, you are. And this talks about gifts in the situation, and this talks about gifts as well. So there's more gifts. There's 3 gift cards. So there's definitely, oh, and we have abundance. So there's definitely a lot coming to you. It's kind of hiding in the bottoms of these cards, but definitely keep your eye out. Be watchful. Group 3, there's more gifts and more available to you than you realize. And I love this card because it's just like a raw strength, like raw power. And it's just like this really inner strength to keep going. And then we have goddess. So more about feminine energy. Group 3, honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. So that is once again going along with our Queen of Pentacles and the golden children of being in this very feminine energy, a light, flowy place, and really nurturing yourself. And then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So a lot about loving yourself, group 3, a lot about bringing love and tenderness and compassion into the situation, into your life, into healing and resolving issues. And so just loving each part of the process and loving yourself along the way. So that is all I have for you, group 3. Hope this reading resonated, and I hope to catch you in one of my upcoming readings.